What's the weirdest or creepiest rule you've had at a job? When I got the job at Pine Hill Care Facility, the manager handed me a laminated sheet of rules. I thought it was a joke. The place is just an old assisted living home on the edge of town, not exactly a haunted asylum or whatever. The residents are sweet, the building's quiet, and my job's mostly checking vitals and making sure nobody wanders off at night. But the rules, God, the rules, they didn't make sense. They were written in bold red letters, taped to the staff break room fridge like some kind of warning label. The first time I read them, I laughed. After my first week here, I stopped laughing. Here they are, word for word. 1. If you hear scratching between 1:30 and 2 a.m., go to the second floor men's bathroom and lock yourself in the first stall. Do not come out until the scratching stops. 2. If a man in a black hat passes through the east hallway, do not make eye contact. Say out loud, "Sorry, doctor, not today." He will keep walking. 3. If room 214 opens by itself, let it. You will hear screaming for exactly 30 minutes. Do not interfere. When the door shuts again, resume your duties like nothing happened. 4. Never look directly into the mirror at the end of the south hall after midnight. If you do, cover your eyes and count to 50 before moving again. 5. Do not feed Mrs. Lang after 11 p.m., no matter what she says. I thought it was some kind of initiation prank. The other nurses didn't talk about it much, just told me, follow the rules, and you'll be fine. I figured it was their way of hazing the new hire. Then, 3 nights in, I heard it, the scratching. It started faint, like a rat in the walls, then grew sharper, faster, like claws on tile. I checked the clock, 1:34 a.m. My stomach dropped. My brain kept saying, this is stupid, it's just pipes or rodents. But my legs carried me to the second floor bathroom anyway. I locked myself in the first stall. The scratching grew louder outside the door, circling, like something pacing on all fours. The fluorescent lights flickered, and for a second, the sound was right above me, nails dragging across the ceiling tiles. And then, silence. I stayed there until 2:01 a.m., shaking, before I forced myself back to rounds. No one mentioned it, but one of the older nurses gave me this knowing look, like she could tell I'd followed the rule. The next night I saw him, the man in the black hat. He walked past me in the east hallway, silent, his face hidden under the brim. I froze, every instinct screaming, don't look. My throat went dry, but I whispered, sorry, doctor, not today. He didn't stop. He just kept walking, his shoes clicking on the tile until he vanished around the corner. I don't even think his feet touched the ground. The thing that broke me was room 214. It was supposed to be empty. Renovations, the manager told me. I was walking past around 3 a.m. when the door swung open on its own inside. It was pitch black until the inhuman shadows that only exist in the corner of your eye, then came the screaming. It wasn't like one person. It was dozens, maybe hundreds, overlapping, like a recording of people in pain played at full volume. I dropped my clipboard and backed away, but the other nurses didn't even flinch. One just muttered, timer starts now, and went back to paperwork. The screaming lasted exactly 30 minutes, then the door slammed shut. The next morning, room 214 was locked again like nothing happened. I've only been here a week, and I don't know how much longer I can take it. The worst part isn't the rules themselves, it's that they work. I don't want to find out what happens if I break one. And last night, Mrs. Lang looked me right in the eye as I passed her room. She smiled and whispered, please, I'm so hungry. Just one bite. No one has to know. The clock said 11:07 p.m. I kept walking.